beat it. Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Share they G, put her friend. They want a lot, not a little. I get something. Give me something. What you gonna do for that end zone? I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My Kindle. I'm beneath though, going triple plat. I need a pack and a half. I broke up my mans, a stack and a half. I told my mama I'm bringing that bag. I got it. I'm backing, I'm on. I till I can't. Sorry, mama, yeah, I know that. It was me and bro, buck on the plate. Best believe we had 50 cent cake. I let the Audemars hang from my belt, so she know we ain't got no time to waste. And I let Audemars crunch the numbers. I gotta make sure that my money straight. She wanna make sure that my money real. Kissing, another. Back in the day, I ain't had no whip. I just pulled up in the tank. I'ma pull up, just stun. Cat, all in your brain. I'm going Batman, I'm going bang. Come with the bang. What you gon' do? 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 I'm finna. What you gon' do? I'm on a Sony lot, eating a lot of chips, stacking a lot of guaps. If I get it to pop, my mom get a coupe, my mom get a lot of rocks. I ain't got to mop, let that in the past. My foot on the gas, the floor elevator, we facing my brad. How you on deposit the Venmo or cash? Red light, yellow light, green light, go. The events, I take the bank home. I won't keep quiet, I'm in it. Yeah, my best friend called, want me alone. None of my bitches be at home, and I blah. I'm a businessman, so I give her a loan now. 3 pumps in the chain from the Homer. Hurt, Bucky a goner.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. The veteran Jason Sanders ready to get a start. And off we go from Minneapolis. Spears now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll run. It's the rookie from Alabama. And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play. Second down and 3. Out of the gun, here's May. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. May gonna look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. Good hustle by the defense to beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. On 4th down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is James Cook. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up in 1st and 10. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Davis going in motion. On play action, here's Darnold. He's going to air this out to Davis. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. It's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. Even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position, and depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
A gain of 17 yards. First down, Miami.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that third down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for, and it'll lead to a second down. On second down. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Throwing, Darnold. Pass complete to A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
That caught by Davis. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And a decent return there. He'll get this on just shy of the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
That'll be caught by the running back one. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll motion over Samuel. Off the play fake, it's May. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. The good down to the goal. Sauce Gardner, as good as they come. They're going to knock that one away. We'll try again. It's second and 10. Throwing now is May. Has his man. It's Samuel. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Cameron Bynum up from the secondary to make the play. 2nd and 7.
60 Bison, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Off the play fake, here's May. Intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. Second and 11. Darnold. Throw out wide to Godwin. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
You know, a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking it.
It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Dolphins first down. We'll go play action with Darnold. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. A big-time play for the Dolphins. 31 yards. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Darnold to the air once more. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll run with Cook. A second effort, and he is in. James Cook, touchdown Miami. It's his second touchdown of the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10.
Go! 18, run, 18.
Working out of the gun. It's May. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll go play action with May. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Gets it out of the pistol. And he's going to lose yardage on this play. They knock him back to the midfield stripe.
There hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Full spot, Henry, open downfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Here's a 2nd and 6. It's thrown quickly, taken in by Godwin. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But a really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Darnold to throw. Set up the screen. Out wide, it's Brown. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging, because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Too many slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins will open up a 13-0 lead. So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
On play action, here's May. Open man, downfield, it's Franklin. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he finds a little bit of space. They'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Throwing on second down. May. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back. Midfield. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Track 60.
They'll motion over Samuel. On 3rd and long, here's May. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And great coverage on special teams to mark it down. Inside the 5-yard line. This is Cook. Up the sideline to the 15. 16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down, Miami.
Well, that run came at the perfect time, Mike. Anytime you find yourself backed up near your own goal line, the goal is to just start with 1 first down. They were able to get it here. Now you give a little breathing room, a little room to operate. Fresh set of downs. Keep this drive alive. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Really working the right side. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again. Right?
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Carrington Valentine.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Cox 7. Here we go. Set.
He'll give on the ground, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Set. Cougar 19.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry it is 2nd and 13. That's the second charge timeout for Minnesota. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's May. He'll get that complete to Franklin. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. On for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey. No issues there. This one is good. So we're at the half, and the visiting Dolphins are in the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. You'll start at the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open man is Davis. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here's a handoff to Cook. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. And now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw
A big hole. Finding space at the 15. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Dolphins. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And that's going to be short, not making it to the landing zone. So this means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40. Now May. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, it's May. There's his tight end Disley. The attack is going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw again is May. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the...
Oh, the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Davis heading in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage. Probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. When you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take him down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Davis going in motion. It's 1st down, and they'll run. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. Now he'll run.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. And sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. He's to the 10. The speed's on display. He's in. James Cook. Touchdown, Miami. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will extend this 3rd quarter lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Spears now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The motion man is Boyd. Off the play fake, here's May. That's deep, looking for Boyd. And
first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air. With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
3rd and long.
Let's go now. Cut 19. Cut 19. Jab 60. Jab 60. Cut.
Working out of the gun. It's May. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And now he loses the football. And this is taken in by the defense. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
To throw on first down is Darnold. Down inside the 10. And he will score. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 41-yard line.
Ready.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Bravo 80. Ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
On the set.
They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
To the ground, a first down run. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. On second down, it's May. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a punt.
Oh, the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. It's picked up by the Dolphins. Talk about a big swing there defense stopped them, Greg. They get the ball back, and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the field, and next thing you know, you scoop. For a minute, it looked like there was going to be a score, but either way, after running out of gas, he sets his offense up in a great situation.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now gives up the middle, and he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. Try to pick this one up on the ground. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Here's Cook. Cook team headed out for the Dolphins. Going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. May going to look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
May to throw on 2nd down. Open music downfield. He's got his tight end balance. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities at the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
To throw again. He's going to keep it himself. And into the end zone for the first time today. Great May. Touchdown, Minnesota. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. The Vikings are able to edge a bit closer. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Rene Wanwu out of return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. It's the tight end Henry in motion. They'll run with Cook. A hit. He has lost the football. The Vikings have got it.
That's amazing, Mike. That guy still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags. as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it up. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is May. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
A modest game. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. Second down and 8. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0.
Hey, Shema.
Did you violate it?
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Don't play with it. I just want a roughneck on it. Big you just want. Ask me if I'm finished now. I just begun. I ain't giving out no to no. Just for fun, are you dumb? 100 man, I don't know no other man. Like 100 just for 100 bands. What? I don't even got me 100 bands. I'm still gonna make me 100 M's with 100 plans. Give me peso. I carry like I'm Prego. Beat her up with Corn Pedro. Shoulda knew it from the get-go. Yeah. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it, don't play with it. Just lay in it. Spin all day in it. My hitters don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. They stay with it. I'm okay with it. Yeah, they come to me, they don't play with it.
You want a 10-piece, make it all flex. He just want a phone call or a text back. Never got touched, but a stay. Why would I DM it first when I'm the catch? 100 bands, it's 100 bands. You like 100, ain't got one man. You like 100, ain't got one. Whole lot of speaking on me, that ain't done. Drop the 100 on the penny, that big as Lola. They can't stand to see me winning, so they blame payola. Big choker, no mediocre. I ain't never doing, I barely do the cola.